Hello and welcome. Today we are going to talk about coding, syntax and debugging. If you remember, during the creation of a program, we got two basic steps. The programming itself, that is, setting the steps needed to solve a problem or to develop a task. Of course, we may be able to share this program with some people from Russia, for example. Then we need to translate the instructions into the Russian language. Of course, we may be able to share the same program with Chinese people also. Then we also need to translate the program into Chinese language. Of course, on computer science, we use computer to develop the program. Therefore, we need to translate the program into a computer language. It could be C++, Java, Python, etc. As any language, every computer language has its orthography and its grammar. That is called syntax. The rules to properly write an instruction, it is called syntax. Of course, as we write, we may commit mistakes, and then the process to find mistakes and correct these mistakes it's called debugging. So it is important not also to keep in mind all the rules and follow the syntax rules, but also to be able to identify mistakes and solve it, that is debugging. Let's see an example. Here we got a program with some mistakes on it. If we try to run this program, the computer won't be able to understand the instructions because they don't follow the syntax rules. Then a programmer should be able to identify these mistakes and correct them. For example, here should be helper. The object is the helper. There is no object called help. Therefore, if we use help as the object, the instruction won't follow the syntax rules and the computer won't be able to understand. Sometimes it's hard to identify the programs. Therefore, the computers has something called debuggers. These debuggers help us to identify the mistakes. If I ask to run this program, the computer will be able to help me to identify mistakes. For example, here it says I am not able to understand this instruction because the argument is not complete. And it may be able to offer some options. Of course, these options may be correct or may be incorrect. Therefore, a programmer should be able to identify if this hint is useful or not. In this case, the hint is correct. So let us correct it, and that's it. Now this instruction, it's correct. It follows the syntax. Of course, we need to continue the debugging process. The debugging process could be done by the programmer itself, or the computer may provide some help, saying, I guess you want to write this. As I told you, it may be wrong or it may be correct. In this case, the way for writing up move is incorrect. It doesn't follow the syntax rules. It should be move up, and the capital letter should be on the up instructions. You see, as in your language we follow the grammar and the orthography rules, we must follow the rules here on computer science. When you finally got the program perfect, it may run and everything is okay. So really important. Syntax, it's the rules to write instructions in a specific language. Think about the syntax like the grammar and the orthography for the instructions. And debugging is to check the program to identify mistakes on syntax and correct them. Some computer language might provide help on the debugging process. This help may be useful sometimes, or it might not be useful, because remember, it's a computer. it is not able to think. That's why we need a programmer. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.